Y'all niggas got me hot.
Is we live? Is we live? Is we live? Yes, you're now tuned into the Rare Podcast. And of course, I'm your host of the most, NK, aka the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Big up, Madam Ashley. She couldn't be here today, but today we are joined by a very, very special guest. Without further ado, I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, Elvira Styles, your funny bestie. I'm a presenter and comedian, sorry. And I'm on TikTok, elvira.styles.
First of all, thank you for coming on. We're gonna get into like what you do a bit more, but before we do that, we like to do a segment called Rare Moment of the Week, where we like to spotlight a creative or just somebody we think deserves the accolades, deserves attention. Elvira, you got a Rare Moment of the Week?
Oh my gosh, where do I start? I would say, I don't know if you've heard of the artist Kat Burns.
Yes, I have.
Oh my gosh, she's everywhere at the moment. And I remember a few years ago, actually, I remember seeing like her ads on Instagram of like the songs that she used to like make. But yeah, I think I would shout out her because like just to see her growth, her transformation, and how like big she's gone, it's just amazing. It's so inspiring because the consistency has been there.
For
so
sure.
Yeah, definitely Kat Burns. She's done, I think.
And definitely just like, because she defines herself as what, a pop artist?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think but just to see someone like her break through the industry is like super inspiring, just like making like different genre defining music. It's proper interesting. Like, yeah, like she's very genre fluid in my opinion, like from the stuff I've heard from her, and just to see her success is like so inspiring. So yeah, big up Kat Burns.
Come on, girl.
But my Rare Moment of the Week, it's not necessarily a specific person, it's more so a multitude of different events and companies. Big up Recess, big up DLT, big up Hoyle Boys, big up everyone making a claim in the black event scene. I feel like it's super important that we finally have our own like homegrown events in the UK that, you know, play music for us and sometimes by us, and just the contributions they've made to like black nightlife in not even just London, in the UK now is crazy. And you know, it's a good time to be outside, especially now summer. You've got bare different events going on, and you just seeing all of these companies coexist is a beautiful thing to see. So yeah, big up those guys. But that concludes Rare Moment of the Week for this week. We'll catch you next week for Rare Moment of the Week. But Elvira, talk to us. What's your origin story in regards to like content creating? Because I discovered you through your skits, and I was like, I love comedy content on TikTok. So when I saw yours, and the skit that resonated with me was like the H20 just had water stuff.
Cleo.
Come here, the water's ready.
Cleo.
I grew up on those Australian programs, so but yeah,
Literally, yeah.
but we'll get into that. But yeah, talk to us just about how you got into like content creation in general.
I'd say me personally, I've always been a creative.
Yeah.
Growing up, I've always like, for me, I wanted to be an inventor. That was my first ever job.
Okay.
Inventor. So I don't know. That says a lot because I was.
What did you want to invent? Like, was there anything particular that you wanted to create?
I'd go around the house like picking up little bits like calculators, like makeup pots, and like sticking them together, and like this is a time machine. Like I'm Doctor Who. Like I used to love Doctor Who as well. And then it moved on to like fashion. I really liked fashion. I did like textiles in secondary school. They gave me like a B when I didn't deserve a B. I deserved an A. Okay, first of all, it didn't look that good. My school didn't have a lot of resources. Yeah, but I deserved an A.
But you made do with what was there.
I made do with what was there, and I deserved an A. But it's okay. We got, you know. But then so then that's what I did. But then in school, like I was very creative. I back in the day, like TikTok wasn't the thing. Instagram was like just lifting off. Yeah. But Vine was popping. Do you remember Vine days?
Yeah, of course.
Who was like your favorite like Vine?
Oh, there was like Jerry Perp Drank. There was, I don't know, it wasn't the same specific creator, but I remember specific Vines like, do it for the Vine, I ain't gonna do it. Do it for
gosh,
the Vine, I ain't
those
gonna
days,
do it.
like the way people would create such content in 7 seconds was so inspiring
like,
to me.
All
those videos. I was so inspired by that, right? But I jumped on Vine. Basically, I sat down with my friends and I was like, girls, listen, like my group of like six friends, girls, listen, we're going to go viral on Vine. Okay. This is our thing. We're going to make it out the hood. And like, we made like a whole page. I sat down, wrote out contracts. Instead of revising for my GCSEs, I wrote down a whole contract. I was like, girls, we're going to do this. You have to come to rehearsals. We have to do this. And then we started a Vine page. It was popping on our school. People were like, oh my gosh, like you guys are doing Vine now. And we told everyone, I was like, girls, listen, because you know Vine, it's like loops. I think it was loops. It wasn't like views.
It kept just looping around. Yeah.
So I was like, on your phone, listen, don't sleep. Don't lock your phone, okay? Keep it open. Just let it loop. So that's what we all try to do. But I think when we jumped on it, that's when Vine was kind of dying.
Yeah.
So then I was like, if only I had like more time. Because I remember I really liked the creator Lele Pons.
Yes.
Do you remember her?
Lele
she
Pons,
blew up from Vine.
Yeah.
And I was like, she was 18. I was thinking to myself, I was like 15 at the time. I was like, imagine if I had more time to just plop off on this platform. So then I'm still a creative now, and then I'm going to like sixth form, and then I start doing like more stuff with my new friends in like sixth form. So I started doing like much more fun like dance videos, and I did like the stir fry challenge. I was like, girls, I was like, girls, learn this dance. We're doing a stir fry challenge. So we did the challenge now, and it got like 500,000 views on my Instagram. Yeah. I was like, okay, come on, we're gonna do this more and more. But yeah, so then I started doing Instagram, and that's how I was like, I created my Elvira Styles journey, you know. That's why I started doing like the styling videos, because I mainly started doing like hair, beauty content, and that's when TikTok wasn't a thing. It was like Musically back then. And I only did that for fun.
And then people were doing the whole like
that was me literally like
just swigging the.
Honestly, I was like, I wanted to go Musically famous. I think one time I had a video that had like 100 likes. I was like, I've gone clear.
Yeah.
I've gone, listen.
100 people. 100, listen, the first 100 likes hit different.
Listen, literally, I was like, I've gone clear. Listen, I don't need to go to uni, nothing. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then, so then after that, I think I was like my Vine journey. Then I had like an Instagram journey. Then we moved on to TikTok. So then I go to uni, and people that don't know, I'm actually a dental nurse professionally, and I do a lot of like dental skits. So people think I'm genuinely a dentist. Okay. Sometimes I'll meet like some people that follow me or support me, like, oh yeah, no, one time I met this.
That makes a lot of sense. I noticed you in the uniform. I'm
like, how did she have that? Yeah. No, some people think I just bought it. No, I'm actually a dental nurse.
Okay.
I remember one time I saw like someone that supports me, and then she was with her mum, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is that dentist from TikTok. I was gonna tell like, no, I'm actually a dental nurse. I was like, oh my gosh. The mum was like, wow, you're a dentist. I was like, listen, I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna claim it in another life. I'm a dentist. Yeah. But yeah. So then I go to uni now, and then lockdown happens. Yeah. So then I was doing like a 1-year dental nursing course. Okay. And it was just like, it was a lot of fun. I really made lots of friends on the course, and it was really good. But then lockdown came, and then I thought to myself, like, you know what? Let me just do some videos like everyone was doing. Do you know what I mean? So I started doing the videos, and then I was like, you know what? This is actually picking up. Yeah. And it was this one video that I made, and it was a skit. But it wasn't a dental skit. It was like a school skit. I can't remember what it was. It was like POV something. And then I was like, should I post it? Should I not? Should I post it? Should I not? And I was literally like going back and forth. And I was like, you know what am I going to lose? Let me post it. So I posted it, right? And then it blows up. So the next day I make another one, and the next day I make more and more and more. And then the consistency, the analyzing like what people like, what people want to see, and just changing my technique. And that's kind of what's brought me to the place I am today. And I'm just so forever grateful for the people that support me, the opportunities that I've had that we can get onto speaking about. It's just been such an amazing thing. And I'm just so forever blessed for that one video, literally. Yeah,
so what have been some, like, I don't have to say all of them, but like some notable opportunities where you're like, oh my God, like all this from just uploading content?
Honestly, where do I even start? I would have to say the most notable one would have to be when I went to a premiere. Do you know King Richard, the film with Will Smith and Serena Williams?
Okay.
First of all, right, so basically the company, there was like a marketing company that contacted me because they wanted to work with me in terms of creating content to bring awareness to the film. And so I was like, okay, cool, let's do this, But they informed me that it was a screening. So screenings are just early releases of the film that people can go and watch, and they just get content creators sometimes to go and watch it and then film some content for it. So then I was like, okay, it's just a screening, that's fine. My mum is an African mum. My mum's Cameroonian. I'm Cameroonian, right? So she was like, no, Elvira, Will Smith is gonna be there. And I was like, listen, darling, it's all right. He's not gonna be there. Do you know what I mean? They're telling me it's a screening. He's not gonna turn up randomly. So I was just looking at her like, no, he's not coming. Like, you know, parents just chat.
They're just like, they're gassed. They're like, oh,
they're gassed. Yes. She was gassed. We were all gassed. But then I was like, oh, it's a screening. We're like, oh, it's okay. I'm still excited. But you know, She's like, don't worry, like, come dressed to impress. So we booked a hotel in London now. Me and my sister, I brought my sister. We booked a hotel in London, dressed, I'm in heels, a dress. And for screening, sometimes people come in jeans and a top. So I was like, you know, let me just come anyways, dressed to impress, just in case.
Just in case.
So we book our taxi, we book our Uber. And we're like driving to the location now. Why am I hearing like noise? Why am I seeing a red carpet? Why am I seeing like paparazzi and stuff? And I'm like, no way. I'm literally like to my sister, like, are you kidding me? This is the premiere for it.
Yeah.
Because the marketing agency had stressed so much, like, this is a screening. This is not the final. Like, this is not a premiere. Because they picked creators from the US mainly. I was the only one in the UK that was creating content. So the creators in the US were just going to the screening.
Yeah.
So I was going to the actual premiere for it. And I was like, what? So we were screaming. We're like, what? So we actually, on our first ever red carpet, were there ready, impressed, looking good, everything set proper. But I was just imagine I came in a jeans and a top.
You came in Levi jeans, like Levi, just
first red
casual
carpet premiere. Like, imagine. That's when I was
crazy.
like, and then when Will Smith came out, and like, this is before the whole situation, but when he came out, I was like, looking at my sister like, what? How did that one TikTok lead me
to
here?
this? Yeah, man.
In the room with so many creatives, so many like, it was just so inspiring. We cried after the film, and I was like, listen, I'm just gonna keep being consistent, doing what I gotta do, and just, you know.
Nah, man, that's proper inspiring. Like, that's proper inspiring, because like I look at your platform and I'm just like, rah, like, look at what she's built, just the followers you've got and just like the engagement you get, and just like almost like, do you feel like a sense of community with like the people who comment on your stuff? And then how does that feel, like just seeing like a bunch of people like just show you like how much they appreciate your content? Oh my God, I love this, I love that. Does that ever get overwhelming for you?
I can't believe it sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's become so quick as well, because I blew up like within a few months.
Yeah.
I honestly cannot like fathom it. You know, once I meet some of my supporters in real life and I'm like, what? Like, this is actually real.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sometimes I can't comprehend it. And it's just so much love and support, and just, it's just so incredible. And I just feel like, do I deserve this? Like, really, me? Like, are you serious? Like, that's kind of how I feel sometimes. And like, people are just always like showing up and just always supporting. Sometimes I'll have down times. I'll say like, guys, I haven't been making content because, you know, I've just been feeling down lately. Yeah. And they're just like, don't worry, Elvira, just keep it up. Focus on yourself and we'll come back when you're stronger. And I'm like, y'all care. Like, you know, it's so strange for me, because especially like growing up, I was very shy in school. And I think the way I'm out on social media, people in my school would never believe like this is how I was. Yeah. Because obviously I would do things within my friendship groups, but outside of that, in this classroom, I was always a shy kid, like literally always a shy kid. I would be there, but you wouldn't even know that I was there. Yeah. Literally. But the love, unfathomable, if that's a word, unfathomable. And it's just incredible. Like, I'm just like in shock, like, wow. Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. But we spoke, so before we started the podcast, we spoke about like, you know, interest in R&B, and we'll get to concerts, but I like to do this game all the time where one's got to go. So I'm gonna pick 4 artists, and you've just got to pick which one's got to go. Okay. And then, so let's do SZA, Jhené Aiko, Summer Walker, Ari Lennox.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be quite easy for me.
Okay.
Because I don't really listen to Ari Lennox.
Okay, fairs.
And Jhené, kind of. If you put Party Next Door in there, then maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what, Ari Lennox has got to go, yeah? Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite party album, like party project? Oh. Because it's either, I think P1's obviously like the default answer, like Party Next Door, the first project he put with Break from Toronto.
Oh my gosh, that's my anthem. That's like, if someone wanted to preview me, that song would be it. That's definitely the song.
Do you know what it is? Like, that song is so short, but because it's so short, I have to reload it immediately. Like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. But then it's got To Be Honest, then it's coming soon.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. TBH. Yeah. That's my song.
Settle down.
Oh my gosh. I literally play that in the car with my mum when she's driving. I'm just like, she doesn't get it. You don't get it. People don't get it. But that song is just.
This right now. You the baddest.
That's my favorite album. 100%.
But then there's projects like P2, which has like Sex on the Beach.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
that one.
there's another song from P2 that I'm forgetting right now. I'm gonna look through the album, but yeah. But would you put Party Next Door up there as like one of your premier artists? Like if you want to get to know Elvira, like you put Party Next Door on the playlist. That's for you, yeah.
Yes, that is 100% me.
Yeah.
It's like no. What I say right is, SZA,
Yeah.
Party Next Door. They're my R&B parents.
Oh, for sure.
They're my musical parents. No. Rihanna's like my mum, and then SZA's my stepmom. That's kind of like the dynamic, you know. Yeah. But definitely like my parents, like Party Next Door. He speaks to me. Definitely speaks to me.
Yeah.
And I think back then I never really like that album, the first one. Did that come out like 2014?
Yeah, if that
ages
ago.
I was literally an embryo when that came out, so I couldn't relate to the songs,
all the stuff he was talking about.
Know. So when it was like popping, I was like, this sounds good, but like I don't really get it. But now it's like I get it. I resonate with it. I get you. You know?
Do you know what? Like I totally feel you because it's like, do you know what I've really like got into my Party Next Door bag when I was in uni? Because it was like, I remember I'd just be like, getting like going to pre's or getting ready for like to go out or whatever. I'll just play Party Next Door and I'm like, oh no, now I'm living what he's talking about. Like now I'm living it. Like before it was like, I'm outside. These songs are nice, but now I'm like, no. Like when Break from Toronto came out, I was really singing it from my chest. Like What's Good, Curious. Like I'm like, yes, these songs are resonating with me as an adult. But yeah, SZA is another one. SZA, like when I say like my first SZA project wasn't even Control. It was one before. It was Z. With a song like Babylon. But then when Control came out, listen, there's people obviously talk about The Weeknd, but like the songs like The Garden.
Yes.
What's it called? Doves in the Wind. And then when I finally got to see SZA live last year at Wireless, that was sensational.
Chef's kiss. She is a very good performer.
Yes.
She's very, very
good.
But
I was nervous because prior to that, I'd seen TikToks of like previous performances in the years, and when there was a point in time where she lost her voice. And then I was like, oh no, like, because sometimes with artists, it's like the performance doesn't resonate the same as the actual track. But then when I came and saw SZA, I was like, you know what? She did her thing. Like, there are terrible snaps that will never see the light of day of me singing. Like, there was when
insert clip right now.
There was like, I'm just in the moment, I'm singing, and then I'm looking back at the footage. I'm like, why am I screeching for?
No, literally, I probably have them in my Snapchat memories as well.
Yeah.
Honestly. We were probably singing at the same time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, I was right there. Like it was bad because Summer Walker was just before her as well. And I was screeching, butchering songs. But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah. What was your thoughts on that overall Wireless though? Like
I think in terms of SZA, because I really like SZA. But the thing is, with the songs that pop in, when she was blowing up, I'm the type of person I'm like, when things are like when everyone's talking about something, I'm just gonna avoid it. Yeah. So I only discovered SZA like last year.
Wow.
So the songs, like all these songs, like were popping in 2016, and my man is my. I was like, nah, I'll wait. Let me give me 5 years, give me 4 years. Let me enjoy, because I like to enjoy things that I've come to terms with. I've come to enjoy it, Yeah. So, but with SZA's performance, I loved it. But concerts in general, I just can't do it. It's just a lot. Okay. I think I've never been to a concert before until I went to Wireless last year.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to expect, but I never expected that. I want a refund. How many concerts have you been to?
A lot. I've been to I could probably say like 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This year I've been to two. I went to Ari Lennox and 3. I went to Isaiah Rashad, Ari Lennox, and I saw Paramore.
Oh,
yeah,
cool, yeah. Different.
Yeah,
I never expected that one.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm a concert guy. But festivals, I completely understand.
Okay, festivals. I'm a concert person.
Okay, you're a concert.
We'll get into that. Carry on.
Okay. But festivals are like I've only been to like a couple festivals. I've been to Wireless, and I went to a festival called Yam Carnival a couple years ago. Kalani was supposed to perform. She didn't. And that festival was a travesty. I hated it so much. But I don't know. It depends. I think festivals I would go to, let's say if there's a popular artist, but I'm not familiar with like all their work, I'm just familiar with the hits. I would go to a festival because I know they're going to play the hits. But like if I want to like listen, if I'm like a day one fan of an artist, I'll go to their concert because that's when I'm going to get all the deep album cuts. I'm going to get the real, the day one fans music. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, would you prefer concerts or festivals?
Now that you're talking about it, I've forgotten. I've actually been to a concert before.
Yeah, which one?
But I listen to French music. Okay. So have you heard of the artist Dadju?
Yeah.
So I went to Dadju concert in like 2019. That's the first time he came to the UK. And we like pushed our way to the front. And it was so good. Like he was just right there. It was a nice experience. But like festivals now, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. Unless I'm going there for work. So for this, I think in 2 months I'm going to Reading Festival.
Okay.
So, but I'm there. I'm going to be presenting and doing like stuff like that. But
securing the bag.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But like, for me to go, just to go, it's tough.
It's tough.
Because with wireless, right? Oh my goodness. I was suffocated.
Where were you? Were you in the front, in the mix?
I was in the front. I was trying to, because I remember it was Cardi B. I think that was really good. Cardi B's performance was really good because everyone was hyped up. Yeah. Atmosphere was there. But I'm like, people like, go for the atmosphere. I'm like, first of all, I can't breathe. I need water. And then, they're passing down water. Because in wireless, they pass down water. But I thought they just pass it to one person. But what you do, they get a jug. I don't know where they get the water from, but then they just pass it down and anyone takes a sip and then passes it back.
It's definitely tap water. It's given contamination.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I looked at the cup. I was going to take a sip because I was like dying for water, right? I look at it. I see eyelashes, drop of this, drop of that. I said, it's okay. We'll thirst. We'll be thirsty for the rest of the time.
Because next minute you're drinking someone else's backwash.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, listen, maybe concerts, but festivals, that was hard. That was tough.
I can't lie. Obviously, you're presenting for Reading, so you'll be good. I'm big up for the opportunity. But Reading, you got to be in the... That's why I can't do a Glastonbury or something. Because you got to be in the trenches, in the mud.
I'm okay. These nails.
Yeah, sometimes I want to dress well. I want to, you know what I'm saying? And But I say for wireless in particular, the back, find your section. Like I'm not afraid to be at the back.
Because
I'm not afraid because there's a screen there for a reason.
That's what I mean. It's like you go all the way there, and then you're just watching the screen the whole time.
You gotta take precautions. Because it's either that it's sacrifices.
Safety first,
because otherwise, listen, I'm a guy. Man, them will not be afraid to just squish. You know what I'm saying? And next minute I'm here. Or you gotta go there super early and just like park on your spot.
Yes.
That's it. But we mentioned H20 just had water. Like, were you a big fan of like the Australian TV shows, like the Saddle Clubs, or was it just
my gosh,
like, or the Sleepover Club? Talk to me like childhood TV shows. Like what resonates in your mind when you think of like shows that you watched as a kid or adolescent that still to this day, when you see it, you'll be like, oh my God, that was mine. That was my show.
Honestly, these Australian shows, like that's why I got an Aussie accent. It's a bit dusty right now. I'm working. And that clearly means I need to like watch them more. But like, is it the Sleepover Club? You just brought back an inner memory. The one that's like, hello world. Yeah. This is me. Life should be. Oh my gosh, that one. Yeah. I remember. I think I used to have like a band with my friends. I did everything with my friends. I put them through everything. Yeah. We had a band. I'm pretty sure I made them learn that song or something. Because I remember writing down, like, I couldn't really print back at home. Yeah. So I just remember writing down the lyrics and then just learning it. But that show, that show, what else? There's another one called Mortified.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
Have you heard that one?
Nah.
Oh, gosh.
Where did you watch it on? Like, was it Pop Girl or Pop Girl?
Pop Girl.
Pop Girl had a selection of shows. I have no shame in my game. I switched between Kicks and Pop Girl. Pop Girl had some stuff.
No shame.
I have no shame in my game. Pop Girl had Winx Club. They had Trolls.
Was it Totally Spies?
Totally Spies. That Brace Face.
Brace Face. There was that teenager one, the friendship group.
16.
16. Oh,
listen, 16. But that show deceived me because when I turned 16, I was like, I'm not living the same life as these lot.
I can't even leave the house, let alone go to the mall.
These lot all had pattern jobs at the mall. these lot were working till late,
Yeah.
hanging out every day. I'm like, this ain't the life I was living at 16.
Exactly.
But nah, like, yeah, those Australian shows, like, I remember seeing adverts for them, and immediately I would never get over the accent. I'm like, oh God, this is Australian.
Australia, yeah.
Clear, the water's ready.
The water. It's like Toby Hector in the Mortified show. I don't even know what it's about. It would just be random episodes sometimes, but it's like there's just this girl and she has a best friend. His name's Hector, and they just like have like weird encounters or like just things to do, and I don't know. The shows like back in the day were jokes, honestly. The Aussie one just added that.
They added that little sprinkle there, but then even like when you go back to like, I don't know, different channels like CITV, they had, I said this before, I always wanted to be a part of Jungle Run. I always would. Like these, like honestly, all of these game shows, I'm like, wow, like how do I sign up? Because I'm like, I want to be there. I want to win these trophies because I'd be there watching on TV, like criticizing the people. Be like, you should have done that. Like, exactly. Why didn't you drop? If it was me, I would have been better than you. Not really, but you know.
No, literally. I remember every single time I used to watch it, I'd go on like CITV, sign up for Jungle Run, but I'm pretty sure I was too old. Like it already finished by then. Yeah. Because looking back at the episodes, like, it looked very dated.
Yeah, definitely reruns.
Yeah, but I just want them to bring it back, you know, reload, like, you know. I'd love to go on Jungle Run. And like the last one, you know, like the maze, there's like a maze quiz or something.
Yeah,
the maze one. Oh yeah, and then the very last one's like that monkey belly or something.
Yeah, the monkey belly, yeah.
That was scary. You know, there was like episodes where they just make it and then they just got locked in. I'm like, damn.
The episodes where they got locked in, I was like, because when I was a kid, I was like, so what, do they just stay there?
They're stuck there for life. That's what I was like, no, what are they going to do? What are they actually going to do?
For real, were you Disney Channel, Nickelodeon? Where were you?
I think I started off on Disney. And then like when Victoria, Sam and Kat came, I was like, dipping into Nickelodeon. And especially when Nickelodeon started doing the Nickelodeon Awards and stuff. The Slime Awards. I was like, I need to be here. Like, I really want to do this. That's like maybe want to be a content creator or like do something creative as well. So I could hopefully end up getting slimed. That's weird to say. It was weird.
That was lit. It was lit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I started off as like a Disney kid, like with like obviously like the cartoons like Recess, Kim Possible, all of that.
Oh my gosh, Kim
Possible. Listen, whenever Kim Possible has one of the greatest theme songs ever.
Yes.
Call me, beat me. If you want to reach me,
unmatched.
when the page me, it's okay. Listen, whenever you need me, call me, beat me. If you want to reach me,
like
different.
Sis came with the body. She came with the BBL before the BBL'd. You know, like
even even before lip fillers as well. Plump.
She said, "Listen, I'm a trendsetter.
That's
Y'all
right.
follow me now."
And then like I watched Disney, and even like the Disney, we can't forget about like the live action shows like That's So Raven, Iconic, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like they even Stevens, they had it on Disney. Like, but then for me, what made me transition to like Nickelodeon was like Nickelodeon like had a lot more teen dramas. So it had like Zoe 101s, it had Drake and Josh, it had the one that caught me was obviously like the iCarly's. When iCarly started, listen, hello, it's me.
That theme song, right? That song, that's my spirit animal. That's my childhood show. Like when I listen to the theme song, when I watch it, I'm like, it takes me right back. Right back.
Were you team Freddie and Carly or Sam and Freddie?
I feel like Sam and Freddie. Because they just always had that like Tom and Jerry cat and mouse kind of relationship. It just made sense that like finally, like, come on.
All of this bullying has to come from somewhere.
It has to come from somewhere, you know?
It has to come from somewhere.
Whereas I feel like Carly is not really that deserving of his love, you know? He was
brushed
there
him off all the time.
All the time. Literally pied him off. I'm like, sis.
Shodi, I remember the episode. This is how you know I was watching iCarly intently because I remember episodes. But I remember the episodes where she got into a car accident and Freddie saved her, and then that's when she liked him. But then it was like, you only like him because he saved you.
Life or death.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like that's the only reason.
If you're the lot, I guess. Like I'll give you some of this, but I guess. But yeah, like iCarly and Victorious. I'm so upset Victorious didn't get a proper ending. Victorious was.
So what was the ending then for it?
I think it just ended mid-season. I think the show got cancelled. That's what I believe happened. But Victorious for me, like,
Yeah.
I loved it.
Actually, the songs are so good. What's your favorite song on it?
What's the song between Jade and Kat? Give it up.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, me and my sister literally do like battles. Someday I'll let you win.
Yeah.
That one was our song as well.
My favorite characters were probably Andre, Jade, and Kat. Those are like my three.
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
do you know what it is? Like, they want us to hate Jade in the beginning, but then as the show kept going, I was like, Jade's actually funny.
Yeah,
and do you know what it is? Even in TV shows, I have a thing for sarcastic characters. Like any character that's like peak, like has bad sarcasm, like Chandler and Friends, or whatever. Like Chandler. Like, I love Friends. I can't lie.
Me too.
Friends is like up there for me.
We'll get there.
We'll
We
get
need a
there.
whole We need a whole hour.
We need a
for
whole
Friends.
segment for Friends.
Like, I used to downplay. We'll get there. Back to Victorious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but Victorious was just my show. Like, I just love the fact that, like, it was in a performing arts school. The teachers were nuts, like Mr. Sakowitz. There was the teacher that kept that kept cream in his hands. Like, it was hilarious. Victorious was definitely like up there for me.
Literally, I think my favorite song from Victorious. Oh, do you remember the song 365 Days?
No.
I would try. Okay, let me not sing.
Who sang it? Who sang it?
It was Victorious.
Okay.
It was Victorious. Who else? Was it Andre? Yeah, it was Andre.
Yeah.
And then Victorious did like the little ad-libs. That's when he fell in love with Jade.
That's the one.
It.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
the
made that
one.
song.
Yeah.
I was like, sing that song for me, Andre. That's for me, you know? There's another one as well that I really liked. Countdown.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
There's another one as well.
Do you know what I like? Andre would always be making the most banging songs for people.
I know.
Like,
He's so underrated.
He was my favorite character. Him and his crazy grandma was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Grandma.
Yeah. And he's still making music now, no?
Yeah, he's a. I think Victorious, because I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago. Victorious has one of the most successful like casts in terms of like what they've done after their careers. Because that's actress that plays Jade. She's in a bunch of different TV shows. Like on Netflix, she's on Dynasty. And then Andre's like a really successful producer. He produced He produced a couple songs for Ariana Grande, but he's produced for different R&B artists. And obviously Ariana Grande is Ariana. Like, I
just can't believe it.
It's so crazy because I'm like, I saw you as Kat from Victorious. You know, the ditzy one with the high pitched voice,
the
and then
red hair.
Yeah.
Do you know apparently like she had to keep dyeing her hair?
Yeah, and that's why she has like apparently she kept dyeing her hair and it damaged it, and that's why she like does the ponytail.
But I was like, sis, just get a wig. Like, I didn't understand because she had to go like back to school. I didn't understand. She had to go back to school and then dye it. And then
I don't know. Yeah, they could have just put her in a wig. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know, but yeah, like just seeing the career progression and then like it's even the actor that plays Mr. Sakowitz, like it was so weird because I was watching like Narcos. I'm like, I recognize this guy. Wait, don't tell me this guy's the teacher from Victorious.
What?
Doing a whole drug kingpin show. Like, it's crazy.
To be honest, it aligns. He was psycho.
Yeah, he was nuts.
He was psycho.
He was nuts. He was nuts. But yeah, let's talk about Friends. Let's talk about Friends. Oh my
gosh. I was definitely a designated hater. Because I would be like, anyone talk about Friends, like, oh my gosh, like, you watch Friends, like, you're basic, like.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know what got me into it. I think, what was last year, I went to Manchester with my sister for her birthday. Yeah. And then it was just on TV. And you know them ones you just, like, after a night out, just in the morning, sat like, eating, like, takeaway. Yeah. And it's just that atmosphere. Yeah. And they just made me really, really just, like, enjoy it. Just that moment, just being with my sister, like, Friends is quite nice. I'm enjoying this, you know? So then when I came back, I was like, let me watch it on Netflix. It was on Netflix. Oh my gosh, binged it. I've seen all the episodes pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, I'm starting it again, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I told my friends, I grew up on Friends. Like, it was used to be on E4 all the time. And then I just used to like, I used to just binge watch it. And I remember like one time, like when I first got the record button on Sky, I just recorded the entire thing. So I just had all the episodes of Friends like recorded. But yeah, I always told my friends, like, watch Friends. But they're like, nah, that's old. It's like, no, but I'm like, Friends is good. But my favorite characters in Friends are Joey, Chandler, and Phoebe.
I was literally going to say the same.
Yeah, Joey, Chandler, and Phoebe. Those are my three favorite. Chandler has grown with me over time. Because when I was younger, I didn't get him. But the sarcasm
It hits.
It just hits differently.
It hits.
The sarcasm from Chandler is top 10. I love Chandler. He's probably my favorite at the moment. Yeah.
Who would you say you're most like on the show though? Like if you looked at someone on the show, who would represent you most?
I've got Monica-isms.
I was gonna say that. I'm literally like her as well. Like I need to be in control. Like like kind of like I need to be in control of things and like no, do things my way and then
Yeah, I'd say I'm a mixture between. I don't know if I'm Ross. A part of me is like Ross, where it's like I'm a bit dopey sometimes, but I'd say Monica because I'm not as witty as Chandler. And I'm definitely not as funny as Joey, like, or just aloof as Joey. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But which character did you dislike the most?
That's not in the like the friendship group, or like
It could be anyone who's in the friendship group, without the friendship group. Like,
I don't know.
Ross got on my nerves sometimes. Okay, I like Ross and Rachel separately. As a couple, they annoy me sometimes. I felt like. Do you know what it is? They cause so many problems for each other.
Yeah.
And it was like, especially the whole, we were on a break. That whole saga, I was...
Yeah, they dragged it a bit.
Yeah.
They made it dragged a bit long. I was like, come on, like, what are we going to do about this?
Like, my favourite couple of friends is Chandler and Monica. Like, I felt like... Because it came out of nowhere, but I was like, they just seem stable. Like, they match each other. Like, Chandler can handle Monica's obsessiveness and just, like... clean and everything. But my favourite side character is Janice.
Janice, the one with the voice?
Yeah.
I was going to say she was my most annoying one.
Chandler Bang.
Yeah. No, her voice. No, they casted the right person for it because it's spot on. Like, she was annoying and it annoyed me. Sometimes I'd just be skipping on my laptop.
It's her laugh that got to me.
Yeah. I was like, sis.
Chandler Bang.
But they kept coming back together. I was like, yeah, I mean, is it gonna...
Toxic obsessiveness.
Yeah.
Just.
Literally.
Did you ever watch 90210?
Oh my gosh. My sister used to watch it, but I was too young to really understand it. I want to start it, like, as an adult,
90210 is the definition of just pettiness. Like, it's just like, it's teen drama madness. Like, I think from what you've said today, I think you might enjoy it. Like, it's not realistic in the slightest. Like things just go 0 to 100 real quick. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know, E4 just had a lot of like I used to watch it right before I went to school because I used to air like 7 a.m. and sometimes I'll wake up early. I'll watch it and then go to school. But then in uni, when I just had mad free time, I just binge watched it and I was like, this is craziness. Like, it's the most like incestuous friendships where this person is going out with that person. I'm like, how are you not all friends? Even in shows like Friends or like some of these like iCarly shows, like how are all of you lot friends after the drama? Like you've lot have intermingled and it's like
I don't get it, honestly. For me, it's like in terms of like 90210, the only episode I really remember is when there was like a blonde girl and then she dressed up as like the Avatar.
That's probably Naomi. She dressed up as
like there was like a convention thing.
Okay, yes.
That episode. That's all I remember from 90210.
That's probably Naomi when she was dating, because she was dating like a nerd.
Like, yeah.
She was dating a nerd, and then she wanted to like kind of I can be in your world type of thing. Naomi's a weird. She starts off as such a hateable character, but then she's so transparent in her selfishness that you kind of just be like, okay, like that's Naomi. That's who she is. But like, okay, if you're feeling down, if you need something to cheer you up or whatever, what cartoon will do that for you? If any
cartoon, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, yeah.
Mr. Bean, just don't speak, don't talk, just watch. I don't want to hear I don't want to think too much. I just want to watch Mr. Bean. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I think as well because when I was growing up, I used to watch the like the human version. Yeah. That was so much funnier as well. And like there's just silliness of it.
The fact that he never said a word as well. And it was like, Mr. Bean is definitely like that up there for me. I guess for me, to cheer me up, Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I'm a big Cartoon Network kid. Like Cartoon Network is...
I don't even know if I watched like... Yeah, I did. I definitely did. But I
That-
never watched it.
Yeah, I loved Cartoon Network. So I remember like Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Eddie, all of
Oh
these
my
wacky
days.
cartoons. And
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie was
Dumb.
it was so dumb. It was so dumb.
It was
It
silly.
was
dumb.
so dumb. Like these man will be like these man love jawbreakers. These man will just do you know what it is as these cartoons? What I realized that these kids had so much free time.
That we just didn't have. And we just couldn't relate.
These kids were outside all the time. Like it was crazy. And then one of my favorites is Codename Kids Next Door. I wanted to be a spy.
Kids Next Door.
Codename Kids Next Door was on. Never heard of it.
No.
Rah. It was basically about like these kids who were like secretly spies.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing was to like stop adults ruining fun. So like there'll be secret episodes where like for example like there was episodes where like a group of adults wanted to tear down a playground, like they'd stop the adults like with their different like kids gadgets. It was fun. It was basically like, did you ever watch Spy Kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like a cartoon version of Spy Kids, but way more exaggerated. Way more exaggerated. But are you into like, what would you say is like one of your favorite films?
I quite like action because when I go to the cinema, I need to stay awake.
Yeah.
Because the environment is just dark. It's
Yeah.
comfy. I'm gonna sleep, so I can't go to the cinema and watch love films. Because I remember there's this time around Christmas I watched this like love film. I think it's called This Christmas or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. I was like, this is a waste of money. I fell asleep, but I really like action.
Yeah.
I watched Top Gun. Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
I really liked that. That was
Yeah.
good. And the thing is, I went there. They were having like a screening, so I went there with my sister. And when I got there and I watched the film, and do you know that like the famous scene? You know that song like, Ain't Worried.
Wait. Oh my great balls. Is that from Top Gun?
No, you know the song is like, I ain't worried about it right now. That song.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah. So when I watched that scene, I was like, this scene just feels so iconic.
Yeah.
And then when I went home and then I was like doing a bit more research, I found out like that scene is like the scene.
Okay.
So then a few years, like when the first Top Gun, is it Top Gun?
I think it's Top Gun. Yeah.
When the first film was made, like that was the famous scene there.
Okay.
So it was just so cool to see how directors and like people, like you can feel when something is supposed to be to stand out.
Yeah.
So I love about film. Like,
I got a question for you. Okay. What was the better film? High School Musical 2 or Cheetah Girls 2?
Wait, remind me what happens in them because I haven't seen them in a while. So the 2 is the screen, is that the blue one?
Yeah.
It's like the water.
The number 2 has songs like Bet on It.
And work it out.
Work It Out.
Ooh, and then Cheetah Girls 2 is what? Is it the
Barcelona?
No, I was gonna say Michael Jackson. What? Michael Jackson. Definitely High School Musical 2.
Yeah.
That Work This Out. That song is iconic.
Yeah.
It is iconic. As in, I know the dances.
Yeah.
I know the
Let's
I know
work it.
I know it all. But Cheetah Girls 2, Barcelona.
I
What?
think that's the one.
The Cheetah Girls where they go to India. I like that one
Okay.
because there's a song called No Place Like Us. I love that song so much. Literally, but no, High School Musical was it.
Yeah. Well, would you say that's like the best like Disney like? Because you know how Disney Channel had like the originals.
Yeah, they peaked with that.
Yeah.
Let them stop it. And it sucks now because if you talk to like little kids now, like, do you know what High School Musical is? And they're like, no, what's that?
No.
What do you mean you don't know what it is?
They
It should be in your curriculum.
They don't know about Breaking. Listen, I can't lie. When Breaking Free came out in the first one, we're sorry.
You're gonna bring me tears. You're gonna bring me to tears right
Listen,
now. It
there's
was
not
a
a song.
change in our society.
Do you know what I do? High School Musical is iconic here. Later on in life, I went to a recess like in Box Park.
Yeah.
They played like it was like the set was your usual. I'm a piano Afrobeat is cool. They said cool. We're gonna stop. Who grew up with High School Musical? Yeah, we're breaking the whole everyone was singing Breaking Free. I was grabbing people like, yeah, this is my childhood. Like this is but I was a fan of High School Musical, but then I got a soft spot for Camp Rock.
You know that awkward scene when they're walking in the
Yeah.
camp? Like,
Yeah.
Camp Rock! That's such an awkward scene. Though. Like for me, Camp Rock is just High School Musical I'm trying to be like you. I
No,
can't be
for
like
sure.
you. Because remember there was this song, that black guy when he was singing oh, what's that song? Keep giving you the fire.
I love that song.
No. No, do you remember,
I love that song.
do you remember afterwards when he was like, giving you the fire?
He tried to do the runs. I can't lie.
like, sir, sit down.
I can't lie.
Sit down.
When my man came with the leather jacket, I kept giving
No.
you the fire.
I said, this is taking our people back. This is taking us a million years back. No,
Listen,
sir.
that's the second one. That was the second Catbook movie. And the things I liked, I was like, yes, finally we've got a black lead singer. Yeah, let's go. That's my guy. Let's go. Let's do it.
That scene, the
Lights,
riffing, the riff
we got
off.
them, the moves.
Literally, like that riff off scene. I think I played that back with my siblings like 10 million times. I was like, ain't no way.
No, because
ain't no way.
He starts riffing, and then the other girl comes in and was like, yeah, I like to perform this. I can give you the fire. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is...
Oh my God. No, that scene. And like, what? I remember in school, we ordered like, whatever major loser. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Whatever major loser.
loser.
Oh my God. I can't lie, those insults were funny. Those insults were hilarious.
No, Camp Rock tried. I'll give them that.
They
tried.
It did its
You know,
best, you know.
they did their thing, you know. And that scene with that girl, I think I've seen like memes of it when she's like playing the piano.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wow, she's really good. Wow.
No, but Disney had movies that jump in. I love
Jump in.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? Corbin Blue. Have you heard that song he made? What was it called?
What? Push it.
Push it to the
limit,
and there's another
limit.
one. Oh, I forgot. Me and my siblings used to love that song.
Yeah.
It's like, I forgot it right now. But
man.
Corbin Blue, it's my crush. He was my crush back then.
Yeah.
Literally, his hair was so big, so cute. Like, I think that's why I really like. Do you remember? Did you used to listen to Mindless Behavior?
Yes. What? Listen.
Where is Mr. Right? Listen, that song.
I gotta see her. Travel all across the world just to meet her. Where is
LA. Listen, I had depression.
My girl, she loves me.
I wanted to be famous like them.
Yeah.
As in, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I need to be like Mindless Behavior. I want to see them. I used to love, what's his name? Princeton.
Yeah.
With the big hair again.
Princeton.
Princeton was my favorite. But I think one of them is in prison now, right?
Yeah, I think Rock. So, yeah, Rock was the one that used to wear the hat. He's in prison now. Funny enough, I saw Mindless Behavior like on TikTok recently. One of them was teaching
the
people,
dancers.
Yeah,
right?
they were teaching people to dance, but Mindless Behavior, they were cold.
Ooh.
They were cold.
They had it.
They had it.
I don't know. What was their downfall? Was it to like their management or?
I think it's management, but I think only one of them was really singing.
Yeah, it was. They were always just at the back.
Yeah, only one of them was singing. Yeah.
Princeton, he even like made TikToks like wondering when next I'll be featured in a song on there. For real. I was like, baby, it's okay. You got the moves, you got the hair. It's okay. We love you. We love you anyway.
I would say they were a really interesting group though.
Oh gosh. They had me in a chokehold.
But yeah, that Mrs. Right song went triple platinum in my house. What?
That song. Girls talking about.
Yeah, I got them girls talking about.
I learned the dance.
Yeah.
I literally learned it. It wasn't good. I didn't. I see you talking to. No, I learned the one I was like, I'll take off my shades, show you my eyes. Oh my gosh. I was obsessed. At school, I'll tell people like, well, listen, I'm gonna teach you the dance right now.
Yeah.
They just laugh at me.
Yeah.
Literally, I loved Mindless Behavior so much.
Do you know what dance routine I tried to learn for the longest? Yeah, you've seen Step Up 2.
Oh yeah.
That's the one in the rain.
Remember. The rain one.
That's the one in the rain. Listen, I tried to do
No, the one.
Yeah, I tried.
No. I've got literally videos on my Snapchat of me like. I mean, my little sister, she's literally like 6. Like.
Listen. That rain scene, every time we used to rain outside, I'm like,
yeah, no.
Assemble.
Listen.
Assemble. Let's go. Before I catch a cold, but I don't care. Like, I'm outside dancing in the rain.
No, honestly, I like when I used to watch films like that, it inspired me to want to pursue dancing.
Yeah.
Like I can't really dance. Too tough, you know?
I can't dance.
But it's just for the fun.
It's for the vibes.
No, literally that scene, iconic. Iconic. And it's like boom, boom, boom.
No,
oh my gosh.
And there's even another part where the girl's like, she's doing like the punching thing.
Yes, with the guy at the back. It's like, and then he's like, oh, no. Listen, in my head, I can do that.
Yeah.
Out loud. It doesn't translate, yeah? It doesn't quite translate. But no, honestly, when he was like, boom, boom. Yeah, step up.
Iconic. But Elvira, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you.
Tell the people where they can find you at. Give them your socials and everything.
So, guys, you can find me on Instagram at Elvira.Styles, on TikTok at Elvira.Styles as well, and on YouTube, Elvira.Styles. And, yeah, on Snapchat as well, at Elvira.Styles, I think. I think it's 2 S's for Snapchat. Yeah, definitely.
But thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
This was a great conversation. I can't
It was too short.
I know. We'll have you back on again, though.
Yes, I'll be back.
We'll definitely have you back on again. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Twitter at NKPreach, Instagram at NKGrams. But more importantly, follow The Rare Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all your social media platforms. That's at The Rare Podcast. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And you can find us on all audio streaming platforms such as Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever we are on it. But yeah, this has been a dope episode of The Rare Podcast. We will catch you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Y'all niggas got me hot.